Hi chaps, Friday morning, it's the 12th of May. It's been an absolutely terrible week, so I thought I better have a shave. I haven't had one since Sunday, so this is an amazingly long time for me not to have shaved. So I've got a pretty disgusting, look at that, growth of stubble. Oh, full Dago moustache, how about that? Anyway, I just thought to keep you up to date, so to speak. Yeah, Tuesday, phone call from my brother in distress, and he had to go into hospital. At the same time, exactly the same time, I had an attack of the trots, so I couldn't even help him. So it's been a bloody awful week, to be honest. However, never mind. Wonderful things to be done. How about that? I'm going to use the Ariana and Evans Kaizen, which, even for my limited knowledge of soaps, is a very, very nice aroma. It's sweet. It actually smells of, to me, popcorn and fairground rides. So anyway, we'll have a quick lather up while I endlessly chatter on. Today I thought, as a little experiment, we do a test on steel and a test on blade shapes. Now, I'm using today one of my favourite razors. As everybody knows, I am, if nothing else, I'm very ambivalent when it comes to a choice of steel and razors. I love them all. I love modern razors, I love custom razors, but I also have a very deep love for traditional razors. So today, after I've lathered up, we're going to try a very nice standard Filharmonica, but it's got slight improved edge on it. When I say slight, it's a double noble, but ta-da! It's a double noble which I put a J-nat final edge on. So in fact, this isn't a synthetic edge, it was done on a synthetic progression naturally, but the actual final edge was J-nat. I've only used it a few times, so this will be interesting. Let's try this one first and see what happens. Now this is extremely heavy stubble now. My ancient grey stubble is like old barbed wire. As you can hear, this is effortless, sublime. You just don't beat a filly, do you? Say what you like. Yeah. Only a first pass. That's only on half my face. However, let's see if I can extrapolate. First of all, there's some of the filthy muck, bearing in mind that a lot of that is silver or grey or white and not just dark. Anyway, as you can see, clean as a whistle. This is why we like straight razor shaving. Anyway, here we have something a bit special. How about that? Now that is from our dear friend over in California, Sergio Bandafrito. And this he had specially commissioned and specially made by Max Spreacher. And it is a god. This is a massive razor. It's got a beautiful French point to it, high polish. It's as thick as you can imagine. I mean, look at that. And not for the faint-hearted. It's a true 12/8, but let's see how it tackles in comparison to a full hollow antique. Let's see. Oh, by the way, it's the first time I've used it. Yeah, that's nice. Do you know, I think I stropped them about the same. But this one, I'm not certain of the edge on it. I'm not certain what it is. But I'll be damned, it's not cutting as well. Not quite as well. Let me rephrase that. Utterly different feel. But it's dragging. So much for the Max Spreacher. Let's not give up on it though. Ugh. Gudge everywhere. As I say, I'm not certain of the edge this one has. It might be a JNAT. I'll have to put it under a lens and have a look. I really don't know. But all I do know is I tried the hanging hair test on it only this morning, because I haven't touched it since I got it from Sergio, and it was useless. It wouldn't even cut. So after 40 laps on canvas and about 40 laps on leather, it's fine. It was giving very good HHT, but no. So let's go back to Old Faithful. This, in comparison, it's as light as a rapier compared with a full-sized cannon. Let's see. So this will be finishing off on my left side as a first pass. I've also got sticky now, nasty fingers all covered in mess. Not a good idea. Always a good idea to wash your fingers off when they're covered in lather, which I keep forgetting to do. Let's try again. This time with the filly, which, as you can hear, is carving through the stubble like it's not even there. So, rather blowing away the myth that you need a flat grind or a quarter hollow to tackle heavy stubble. You don't. Yeah, that's beautiful. So, I would say the heavy stubble, a good edge is what counts, and a deep hollow. They don't come much deeper, the Filly14. I'd say deep hollow is absolutely perfect. I am amazed. Not totally surprised though. I'm not casting aspersions on the wonders of the Max Spreacher, because as a work of art, they're just unbeatable. They're most beautiful, beautiful razors. But I would say, let me just add a little bit of hot water to the brush. Dapper shapes, thank you again, Jacques. This is really useful trick, actually. Not a trick, is it? Just hydration. Yeah, so, interesting shape for me. Moral of this lesson for me is, if you're even slightly in doubt about the edge of a razor, check it under a scope. Don't just assume because it's a high-end razor that it's got a good edge. So say the no casting nasty remarks, but I would say, oh, this is wonderful. Yeah, definitely. We have a winner. As usual, Filly rules. But in all fairness, it is hard going, as you can hear. It's like cutting through heavy weeds in a disused farmer's field. Oh yeah. When you get a smooth across the moustache part with a good razor, you certainly can feel it. It's effortless. Yeah, that's nice. That's a pretty heavy old growth of stubble. And I've got to say, didn't feel comfortable with it. Looked like some sad-ass football commentator. Oh, look at a little man beard. Oh. I'm sorry. But everyone, even the weather announcers, probably the women as well, have all got beards now on TV. It's like nothing against beards, but it's just fashion. They've all decided, because someone else is wearing one, they got to wear one. I'd like to see them handle this. I really would. However, let's go against the grain with the Spreacher. What I'm going to do is just very briefly wash off to suds and wipe on the towel. Just give it a couple of strops. On my canny armour, actually. You cannot beat a good horsehide, fine quality strop. The only thing I would say is it doesn't matter how often you strop on cordovan, it's still not as good as obviously canvas for bringing an edge back. It's not that it's sharpening it, but it certainly brings it back. Let's try this beast. Ha ha! I'll be damned, that's better. A little bit better. Maybe I hadn't stropped it enough. I do like a big blade. You have far more control, in my opinion. All my tests are purely subjective. I've no way of quantifying this scientifically. All I would say is the more we try these things, the better. Oh, this is a big, gentle razor. It's really gentle. Yeah, it's redeemed itself. Yeah, on the first pass, it was pretty useless, which surprised me enormously. But across the grain and against the grain, yeah, a big, gentle beast. Still not as good as my other, which is unassailable. But there again, it is a Philharmonica. And as we all know, old steel, particularly Philharmonica steel, is about the best ever made. They weren't the most expensive, but it took years and years for them to get the formula dead right. It's the same with knives. My father used to be a slaughterman many years ago in the butchery business. And if they found a knife which wasn't cutting well, they'd throw it in the corner. They call it a piece of old hoop iron. Most modern steels are hoop iron. I've had many, many good knives. I've worked with leather most of my life. I've only got one good stainless steel knife, and that's a 1982 Gerber T-bolt locker. And that's the only decent stainless steel knife I've ever found. Carbon steel is far superior, but, here's the big but, it rusts, it corrodes. And that's why there was this huge changeover to stainless steel. If you've ever used a stainless steel kitchen knife, I wouldn't use it for cutting butter with, because they're rubbish. However, I'm sure people will shout and scream at those remarks. I can't help it. I'm only being honest. I've only tried 1 or 2 stainless steel razors. Only a custom one will do for me. Now Trevor Wilson, he does supremely good razors. They're ultra modern. Those special Swiss magic steel. And that is the answer. Certainly the old inox stainless Filly that I've got, which is a Filly14 stainless, is pretty useless. I can't put a decent edge on it. I know people that love stainless steel. I'd love to try some more. So, you know, I've been a bit naughty here, but really, you can't beat carbon steel unless it's an ultra modern. But I've been very disappointed with a lot of modern steels. I'm hoping this summer to get something very special from Trevor. And if that's the case, I shall reverse my opinion. I've only got the big monster blade from Trevor, and that was again a special order from Sergio Bandafrito. And a lot of people don't like it because they think it's rather gauche, modern and obscene. Because it looks, and it is a dragon. But when the steel is right, which it is, you can handle the biggest, strangest razor with consummate ease. If the steel's good. Do you know what? I think I'm done. I mean, that's pretty good. So in conclusion, this Philharmonica Double Noble without doubt proves the point that even the deepest hollow blade with a good edge on it will cut through the worst stubble, and this just has. So I've got a feeling that me and my giant Spreacher are going to make a visit to the stones. Yes, we are. However, so no detraction, this Spreacher is without doubt one of the most beautiful creations I've ever handled. And I've been handling blades and military antiques all my life. And this is absolutely stunning. Firework everywhere. Beautiful blade. Maybe just needs a little bit of touch on the edge, which I shall consider in the future. But the winner, without any doubt today, is a deep, hollow Philharmonica Double Noble. And that is still a full 8/8, but feels as light as a feather compared with this noble monster. Anyway, chaps, I don't want to take up any more. This has been a long test, so I'm feeling better. I hope everybody's well, and I'll see you guys all soon. If you like, do subscribe and just give me a tick or two. Anyway, it's all good fun. See you soon. Bye.